Welcome back. We are so honored to welcome our new friend, author Karla Hale, and friend of show Gage Becker, who you remember, he's been an artist on our show many times. And here's what's weird about life. Sometimes you have these full circle moments where it connects people who you don't think are connected. So we had our Alamo meet and greet party where we met Karla. Karla and her twin sister came to join us. We got to hear about an amazing story, which we'll get to in a second. She wrote a book illustrated by Gage Becker, who we know and love from the show. Amazing connections, and thank you both for being here this morning.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Okay, so Karla, first let's get into this amazing book. Tell us about that.
Okay, it was 2 years ago. I had this vision and this goal to write this book about the state of Missouri. More than anything, I just wanted to share with students about our great state. All the wonderful things that our own state has to offer. I was an educator for over 2 decades, and that's how I know Gage.
Yep.
I was Gage's principal at one time, and I thought it would be so fun. And I had the opportunity to live in my RV for a few years. And do you remember the book Miss Frizzle?
Oh, yes.
Remember the Magic School Bus?
Magic School Bus.
I was teaching in the early 90s when that series came out, and I thought, how fun would that be to write a book kind of based on Miss Frizzle, but in my RV. And instead of a pet lizard, I would have my little pet dog, Finley.
Finley.
And so I was looking for an illustrator, and I had heard about Gage, and I knew Gage's name sounded familiar. And when we met,
good thing, right?
yeah, it was all good things. And when we met up,
I didn't get in trouble too much.
yeah,
at school,
no, Gage is a good guy. Gage,
Miss
Finley, yeah, Finley's so happy to
Finley's
be
happy
here
to
and
be here.
wants to play. But so that's how Gage and I got to reconnect, and he started my drawings for me.
And they're beautiful drawings, by the way. I don't know if we have photos or if you want me to show the book, but I know when you're taking on, oh, here's some great photos.
Oh,
Look at that.
that was one of our first work sessions. I have to admit, I'm totally out of my element today, Jeremy and Maddie, in this zebra. I'll tell you why I'm in this zebra costume. We may have to hand Finley off to Aunt Christy.
Finley.
And but normally I'm in flannel, based on my website, Flannel with Faith, and wearing my ball hat. And so Gage and I had some work sessions a couple of years ago, and we were just tickled to be together and be partners in this journey. I ran into him there at the city, and I guess you could say the rest is history.
Much, yeah.
What is it like taking on her story and then trying to illustrate it? Because the illustrations are gorgeous. Is that a daunting task?
I mean, I tried to meet her goal for the most part. We were pretty
On the same page?
on the same page.
Book,
pun
I mean, no pun
intended.
intended. Finley, you just run around all you want.
I was gonna say, you guys have had you've made so many memories together. Is there one in specific that's been your favorite or that stands out? Was it the initial meeting of like, I was your principal, you know, what was that like?
My earliest memory of Karla was in kindergarten, and she was riding a horse to school in a parade.
Oh, wow.
So that was my earliest memory.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a
But
book fair.
Yeah, our times we would have coffee together talking about the book. She's the most positive, genuine person. So those meetings are always a pleasure,
So
I
now
just love him.
we want to get to the reason too. So she's written this amazing book. She has Finley here. But when we met her at the Alamo Draft House meet and greet party, you were also telling us about a different journey you're on as well. Can you let our viewers know about why you're here and what you want to raise awareness for?
Absolutely. Oh, Finley loves
Finley,
you,
I
Jeremy.
love you, Finley.
That doesn't surprise me.
I love you.
It was 1 year ago yesterday. I was at Ozarks North presenting the writing process to 3rd grade students, and I had a year of some health challenges. The health challenges started several years back, which is why I left education early. And for some reason, this particular pain and this particular journey just would not go away. And I thought, oh, I'm presenting to these kids. I'm back in the swing of things. I took Finley and I to get a burger to celebrate, and that night I had these excruciating pains. I had chalked it up to possibly like Crohn's disease or something like that. It wouldn't go away. So 1 year ago today, I had a neighbor take me to the hospital. And when I arrived at the hospital, they did a bunch of scans and then shared with my family that I had a mass on my pancreas. And it looked as though things weren't well at all, possibly months to live. It was scary for everyone. Then later, more tests determined I have a very rare cancer called neuroendocrine cancer. And if you look at me, you can't tell I have cancer. It's you look at someone and say, well, they look very healthy to have cancer. This cancer is so rare, only about 7 out of 100,000 people are impacted.
Wow.
And why it brings me such joy to come here, and if I get teary-eyed, I'm sorry.
You're allowed. It's a safe space here.
Yeah, I hope to bring awareness to our area that if someone has any symptoms like this, go get scanned. Talk to your doctor. This is very rare. It can happen anywhere you have endocrine glands. The most common is in your GI tract. So let's say you're someone that has been diagnosed with IBS, or maybe you have the opposite. You have diarrhea issues or bowel issues, and then you have pain that you can't explain. Perhaps that needs to be investigated a little further.
Yep.
Had this been caught early, I would have had them surgically removed. But what has happened over the years is it started in the pancreas, it's metastasized to the liver, also to a lymph node. I have a lesion on my skull, in my neck, my back, my hips, my pelvis, ribs. And as we sit here today, I just found out this week that I have a fracture right above my spine. And so, life is such a journey, and so many people out there are suffering with worse. They may not have tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or a tragedy happens today. And without my faith and without Jesus, I don't know where I'd be. I wouldn't be sitting here today to share this journey. So I'm hoping that this journey and this talk today and this invitation will bring awareness, and that maybe there's someone in the 417 area that has unexplained symptoms. Because let's get these caught.
And then feel brave enough, or have the courage to then speak up and go to the doctor, go to the emergency room.
Yes, exactly. Because we were on our second book. We had started our second book, and that was when life just hit a wall for me with this diagnosis. And
let's bring in Christy too. We want Christy to come on in and show your shirt. We're going to see how people can raise awareness. Where can people get the book and these amazing zebra pins?
Come on in here, Christy.
Just stand up straight right there. We're going to get your shirt. Here we go. I want you to see this. There we go.
There we go.
I wear zebra for my sister. Rare disease awareness, and the zebra is the symbol for this disease, and it's inoperable, unfortunately, but I don't know how you stay so positive and stay so upbeat. I don't know how you do it.
Well, I think I know how I do it. It's a power greater than me, Jeremy and Maddie. It's the Lord. And I feel like I had battled so many health challenges through the years. I was ready for this. He was like, now you're ready to know what this is. And it would be easy to hide. It would be easy to not.
And nobody would know if they saw you.
And no one would know.
Do you have a website where people can get the book or get the pins or find out more about it?
Yes, absolutely. If you go to flannelwithfaith.com, you can look for our book. And I also talk about the Nets journey a little bit there. And you can read about my current journey and how I'm getting treatment. Yeah, the treatment.
And there's the QR
important.
code right there. Take your phones out right now, scan that, learn more about this journey. We're going to have Karla back because we have more to delve into.
We do.
There's not enough time. Thank you so much.
Yes,
thank you.
Love you guys.
All right, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
And now we got to find Finley.
Now we have